One quiet afternoon, an old man was sitting alone on a wooden bench in a small park. His hair was completely white, and his hands trembled slightly as he rested them on his cane. The world around him moved slowly, children laughing in the distance, leaves falling gently from tall trees, the soft sound of wind passing through branches. A young man walked by and noticed the old man staring silently at the sky. Something about his calm but distant expression made the young man curious. He sat down beside him and after a moment of hesitation, he asked softly, "Sir, if you could go back to when you were young, what would you do differently?" The old man smiled faintly, but there was sadness behind it. He took a long breath and looked at the ground for a moment before answering. "I spent almost 80 years learning a few simple truths about life," he said quietly. "The strange thing is, these lessons are not complicated. They are very simple, but most people only understand them when it is already too late." The young man leaned forward, listening carefully. "What are those lessons?" he asked. The old man looked at the sky again and spoke slowly. "There are only 7, but they took me an entire lifetime to understand. The first lesson is this: time is far more valuable than money. When I was young, I believed money was everything. I worked constantly. I stayed late at the office. I accepted every opportunity that promised more income, more status, more success. I told myself I was doing it for my family. I thought that if I worked hard enough now, one day I would finally have time to enjoy life. But that, one day, kept moving further away. Years passed quickly. My children grew up. My parents became older and weaker. Life kept moving forward while I was busy chasing numbers in a bank account. One day I realized something painful. I had earned plenty of money, but I had missed many moments that truly mattered. My father had passed away. My children had grown into adults with lives of their own. The quiet dinners, the laughter, the small everyday memories, they were gone forever. Money can be earned again, but time never returns. If I could go back, I would spend less time worrying about money and more time sitting at the dinner table with the people I love. The second lesson is about worry. For many years I worried about everything. I worried about losing my job. I worried about what other people thought of me. I worried about the future, about failure, about things going wrong. But when I look back now, something surprising becomes clear. Most of the things I worried about never actually happened. They existed only inside my mind. They stole my peace. They made ordinary days feel heavy and stressful. I spent so much energy imagining disasters that never came. Life has a strange way of solving problems one step at a time. Many situations that seemed impossible at the moment eventually passed on their own. If I could speak to my younger self, I would say this: do not waste your life worrying about things that may never happen. Protect your peace of mind. Life is already difficult enough without the fears we create ourselves. The third lesson is about people. When I was young, I believed success meant having more money, a bigger house, a better car, a stronger reputation. I thought these things would make life meaningful. But as the years passed, I began to notice something important. None of those things comfort you when you are lonely. When you are old, the things that matter most are not possessions. They are people. A conversation with a friend, a simple meal with family, the laughter of a child running across the room. These moments are small, but they fill life with warmth. In the end, the quality of your life is determined by the quality of your relationships. Take care of the people who care about you. Spend time with them, listen to them, love them openly. One day you will realize they were the true treasures all along. The fourth lesson took me many years to understand. Other people's opinions matter far less than we think. When I was younger, I cared deeply about what others thought of me. I wanted to impress people. I wanted approval. I made decisions based on how they would look to others. But the strange truth is that most people are too busy worrying about their own lives to spend much time judging yours. And the people who criticize you the most rarely understand your struggles or your dreams. If you spend your life trying to please everyone, you will eventually lose yourself. Live honestly. Make choices that feel right in your heart. Respect others, but do not surrender your happiness to their opinions. Freedom begins the moment you stop needing approval from the world. The fifth lesson is about happiness. Many people spend their entire lives chasing happiness as if it were a destination far away. They believe that happiness will arrive after they reach a certain level of success. I will be happy when I earn more money. I will be happy when I buy a bigger house. I will be happy when everything in my life is perfect. But life rarely becomes perfect. Happiness is not something waiting at the end of a long journey. It is something hidden in the small moments we often ignore. A warm cup of tea on a quiet morning. A walk under the evening sky. The feeling of sunlight on your face. The sound of someone you love laughing. When you learn to appreciate these small moments, happiness appears naturally. The sixth lesson is about forgiveness. Holding anger is like carrying a heavy stone in your pocket every day. At first it seems manageable, but over time it becomes exhausting. There were people in my life who hurt me deeply. For many years I carried resentment toward them. I believed my anger was justified. But the strange thing about anger is that it rarely hurts the other person. It hurts the one who carries it. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting what happened. It means choosing peace over bitterness. When you let go of old resentment, your heart becomes lighter. You create space for new joy and new relationships. Sometimes the greatest gift you can give yourself is simply letting go. The seventh and final lesson may be the most important. Life is far shorter than we imagine. When we are young, 80 years seems like an eternity. We believe there will always be more time to travel, to love, to chase dreams, to become the person we want to be. But time moves quietly and quickly. Years pass, hair turns gray, faces change, people we love slowly disappear from this world. One day you wake up and realize that life is no longer ahead of you. It is mostly behind you. That realization can be frightening, but it can also be beautiful. Because it reminds us of something important. Today matters. This moment matters. The people sitting beside you right now matter. Do not wait for the perfect time to start living. The perfect time rarely comes. Say the kind words now. Take the trip now. Follow the dream now. Spend time with the people who make your heart feel full. The old man finished speaking and looked quietly at the ground. The young man sat in silence, thinking about everything he had just heard. After a moment, he asked one final question. Do you regret your life? The old man thought for a long time before answering. Then he smiled gently. No, he said, life gave me many beautiful moments. But if sharing these lessons helped someone else understand them sooner, then perhaps my 80 years were not wasted. The wind moved softly through the trees as the sun slowly began to set. And for the young man sitting on that bench, the future suddenly felt a little clearer.